Well, hot dog, howdy y'all. It is me, the Shark Cowboy 220, coming back at you with the week 2 predictions. And with that being said, let's hop right into it. So, my week 1 predictions was alright overall. Went 11 and 5. I destroyed the AFC. The only one I get wrong was the Jacksonville win. Good job, Gardner Minshew, leading Jacksonville to win over Indy. Got these two correct. The NFC was split 3-3. So those on I had some really good games. But overall, not bad for week 1. But let's go ahead and get everything back to what actually happened. So we have the standings correct, basically. Alright, so let's hop into week 2 and just hop straight in the predictions. So, week 2. We're starting with Thursday Night Football in Cleveland. A lot of injuries. Don't think there were any major injuries. Jarvis Landry might be out for this game, but even if he is, I still think Cleveland wins this one. They're going to have a good bounce back game. Cincinnati looked pretty good against the Chargers. A missed field goal due to injury really cost them overtime and a chance to win that game. But it's in Cleveland. I do think Cleveland will win this game. The running game will be better. I think Odell will have a good game, hopefully, because I have him in some fantasy leagues. But with that being said, I do think Cleveland will edge this one out. Now we'll move on to Buffalo Miami. I think Buffalo wins this one. It's going to be a very similar game to the Buffalo New York Jets game that just happened, where the Bills really dominate the majority of the game. Miami did not look good at all. Fitzpatrick was horrid. And yeah, just not a good start for Miami. Really sloppy, but they do play better this week. I definitely think they're going to play a bit better, but they still lose. Buffalo's the better football team. With this said, Pittsburgh and Denver. This is going to be a really good game. But I think Pittsburgh will win. Drew Lock had a really solid game. Vic Fangio really had some bad coaching decisions, not calling the timeout at all at the end, especially when Gostkowski was kind of horrid that game, missing 2 or 3 kicks overall. Denver did play well, though, but it's in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's played pretty well against the Giants. Their defense is really good, probably one of the better ones in the league, so I do think Pittsburgh Steelers will defeat Denver in a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. It'll be a close game. Next, Jacksonville, Tennessee. Tennessee looked kind of sloppy. They didn't look all that well. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville, though, I think they shocked everyone with that game. I do think Tennessee will win. They're at home. Jacksonville and Gardner Minshew, they're going to have a decent game, but in the end, they're going to lose. I just can't go against Jacksonville there. And we continue on to the morning games. Minnesota at Indianapolis, which is also going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty good game. I do think Minnesota will win. But as a Cowboy fan, it's better if Minnesota loses. But I do think they're going to win. Their offense looked pretty solid. It was a bit sluggish in some of the drives. That defense was atrocious against Green Bay, but I do think they have a good bounce back against the Colts. Philip Rivers, I think, is going to throw another bad interception in the later stages of games that will cost them. So I do think Minnesota will win that one. We have the Niners at Jets. Niners are going to win. Niners looked really good at some drives and really sloppy on other drives against Arizona. They definitely needed a preseason to get something going. But they're going to take it to the Jets. The Jets aren't a good team. They're going to absolutely demolish the Jets, and they're going to get back on track with this one. All right, and moving more morning games, we have the Giants at Bears. Mitch Trubisky, what a fourth quarter comeback. Though they did get lucky that Swift dropped what should have been an easy game-winning touchdown. But still a great comeback effort. The defense, sloppy to start, then really picked it up in the second half. I do think the Bears do beat the Giants, not by much, in a really good game. Maybe a squeaker. The Giants looked pretty solid. That game was definitely closer to Pittsburgh than what it might have seemed from stats and stuff. So Giants didn't do bad, but I just don't think they can go into Chicago and take Chicago down. Next, Carolina at Tampa Bay. Carolina and the Raiders was actually a really entertaining game. McCaffrey had a hell of a day. Tampa Bay, good start, and then very, very, very sloppy special teams. And offensively, they're pretty sloppy too. Tom Brady had a pick 6 against them. I think he threw 2 interceptions that day. But on this bounce back home opener, Tampa Bay will win this one. I think their defense will do a good job of slowing down McCaffrey. Like I said, I don't think you can necessarily stop him, but you can slow him down, and Tampa Bay will show you how to slow him down. Next, the Falcons at Cowboys. Cowboys had some brutal injuries. Atlanta just pretty sloppy out of the gate again, which was the big problem last year. Is very sloppy out of the gate in games, and I think it's going to happen again. Dallas, I do think bounce back. Their offense will be able to hold the defensive line a bit better. Even though I think Grady Jarrett, or I don't know if I said his name right. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. He's like up near Aaron Donald level, so he'll be a threat. But I think that secondary is way weaker, and the Giants will torch the Falcons defense, and the Atlanta Falcons offense will have a slow start. Once again, that's always seems to haunt them, and that will be their downfall. And it's in Dallas, so I do think Dallas takes that one. Next, the Rams at Eagles. The Rams had a terrific game, especially first half. I'd say that they had a pretty solid first half and third quarter. Defense played really well, got some good pressure on Dak and the Cowboys, forced bad throws. So Rams played great, while the Eagles, good first half, and then a horrid second half, losing to the football team of Washington. That was atrocious. I do think that offensive line is a huge reason why I think the Eagles are going to probably do horrible this year. And Aaron Donald is going to just have a day on Carson Wentz, who's going to be getting hit a lot. So I do think the Rams will take down Philly in probably a somewhat dominant win. Because with the way Philly looked last week, they got to prove to me they're going to be the Philly that's been more at the top of the NFC East as of recent years. Next, the Lions at Packers. Aaron Rodgers was terrific. He looked like prime Aaron Rodgers, which is scary for the rest of the NFC North. Lions, they didn't necessarily play bad. They would have won if Swift caught it, but they got too conservative in the second half against the Bears offense that they thought would struggle, but actually turned it up. In this game, the Lions are definitely going to be going more all out, knowing the Packers is not a team that can be conservative against. But I do think the Packers win. It's in Green Bay, and I think Aaron Rodgers and that offense just slay the Lions and go right through them. Next, as we start with the Sunday afternoon games, let's go over here. The Kansas City at the LA Chargers in the new SoFi Stadium. It's going to be Chiefs. I think it's pretty clear. Chargers did a good job winning week one. Tyrod Taylor looked pretty solid, but I think Chiefs are the better team. They're going to win. And that's a bad matchup for the Chargers is the Chiefs, and they're going to probably tear them apart. Next, you have the Ravens at Texans. I do think the Ravens win. Same thing. Texans is a solid team, so nothing against them. It's just Ravens are a better team, and I think they'll just win. And a good game. It's not going to be a blowout. It'll be a good game. It'll be a solid game. But I do think Baltimore wins this one. Next, the Washington football team at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals looked pretty good. DeAndre Hopkins had a day, and it's good for me because I had him in fantasy. But yeah, Arizona looked great at the start. Washington had a good comeback win, but there's no way I think they're going to beat Arizona in Arizona. There's no way. But still, congrats to Washington for winning. Week one against the Eagles, good comeback from down 17-0, I believe, to win that one. But I think Arizona does win this one in convincing fashion. Next, the Patriots at Seahawks. Both teams with good week one wins. Cam Newton looked actually really solid with the Patriots. However, they're playing the Seahawks, not the Dolphins, and they are in Seattle. There's no way they're winning this game, I don't think. I think Seattle's going to tear apart early, then Cam Newton and the Patriots will probably bring it back up a little, but Seattle's going to win this one. Home field advantage, and they just look terrific. Chris Carson had a day. Tyler Lockett is always a threat, and Russell Wilson just makes plays happen. He just makes plays happen. He's terrific. Saints at Raiders. Saints, great win week one over Tampa Bay, and a good win for the Raiders over the Panthers. But a huge storyline. Michael Thomas is out. He will not be playing. And I think that gives the Las Vegas Raiders, which is still weird to say, more of a chance in this game, but I do think they lose. I think the Saints are too much. Kamara is going to get a couple more touchdowns. He's hard to stop. And overall, I just see New Orleans taking it to the Raiders and spoiling the stadium opener and home opener for the Raiders in a good Monday night game. It's going to be a good one. Having Thomas out really helps the Raiders' chances, but I do think overall the Saints win. Overall, that is my Week 2 predictions. I'll try and have these videos uploaded Wednesday afternoon, the night, or Thursday morning. Well, with that being said, thanks for watching. Let me know your predictions or which games you agree with or disagree with in the comments down below. Of course, just be respectful. It's all opinion-based, so don't take anything to heart. And with that being said, I hope you tune in to previous weeks or upcoming weeks as well. But thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you later. Bye.